It's the Channel Mom Show, celebrating you with Jenny Dean Schmidt.
Brought to you by Pediatric Dental Group of Colorado, creating positive and rewarding dental visits for kids of all ages since 1977.
Hey, Mom. Feeling too busy and a bit overwhelmed? Would you like a shortcut to raising great kids? Try out our Channel Mom's tips for busy moms.
Okay, I'm excited about this. I am one of those people, because I'm in my late 40s. Shelley, you're in your, what are you, earlier?
Hey, I did get carded recently.
I don't like it when you tell me that.
I need to announce it to the world that, look at me, I got carded.
I don't think I've been carded since I was like 31.
It wasn't even for me. I was getting my husband a beard. I was like, look. I made sure I told him too.
I'm sure you did. Oh, perhaps it's because you use good and right beauty products.
Absolutely.
The exciting thing for me today is that we do have Dr. James Beckman, who is the CEO and founder of Therapon Skin Health, which began its story in 1977 when Dr. Beckman set up his private practice. He is a plastic and reconstructive surgeon, and he set this whole thing up in Mountain Home, Arkansas. But this man, we've had him on the show before. He is humble, and he's quick to tell you that he just cares about helping people's lives. He's done missions trips, I think like 28 from the last time I talked to him, where he goes overseas and helps people for free with various skin issues, whether it's burns or deformities or so on, because he has a real heart to help people look better. And
well, in some countries, they're untouchable when they have deformities.
Right. And so he goes over there and helps them. And the thing that I appreciate about him is that he sort of happened upon things that help women with aging. So it's not just a vanity thing. He was trying to help people with burns and things like that, and he happened upon these other products that help people. The thing that we're going to talk to him about today, though, is something that I've really been curious about. I'm hearing that some of these things we're putting on our skins, like the fruit acid, the glycolic acids and things like that, are making our skin thinner. And then in the end, it's actually hurting our skin to use too much of those products, the retin-A's and things like that. It's not good. It's why you can't go out in the sun and all that. He's here to set us straight and tell us what's actually going to help our skin and what's not going to help our skin. Welcome to the show, Dr. Beckman. We're glad to have you.
Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
I'm very, very good. And I am somebody who cares about anti-aging. I'm just going to admit it. I am on the radio, but we're also on video. So I do care about how my skin looks. And I want to be honest, and I think you'd even admit this, we can't look 20 when we're 70, right?
Well, you're absolutely correct. However, we can roll the clock back a little bit.
Yes.
We can't stop the clock. We can't do suspended animation. But over a lifetime period, certain things are going to occur. I mean, if a person lives, there are going to be exposures to external effects, ultraviolet light, sun, as well as the normal chemical reactions that go on every day in every cell in our body, take a toll over a period of time. But you're absolutely correct. We're not going to be age 21 again. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't be comfortable if you were in a bridge club, say, and everybody else was 17 to 18 years old and you were there. You'd be the grandma looking 40.
Yeah.
So what we do want to do is look our very best in our peer group. We're all vain.
Yeah.
You know, since the original reflecting pool in the Garden of Eden, we notice ourselves and we compare to others.
Absolutely. And so you're going to set us straight. There's some questions now. There are some questions now about things like glycolic acid. And you're here to tell us, is there a problem with that? And are we indeed sort of thinning our skin with some of these products? And are there better products? Tell me about glycolic acid.
Well, glycolic acid is kind of the buzzword for alpha hydroxy acids, a group of acids by chemical formula that are classed as alpha hydroxy. It was known back in the 70s that lactic acid, which is an alpha hydroxy acid, caused a reduction in the thickness of skin in a disease condition called ichthyosis, where skin layers just didn't shed. It just built up thick, 1/4 of an inch thick, much like a callus would be. But this was all over the body, and it was a genetic defect. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Van Scott developed lactic acid in his research to cause more rapid exfoliation or a return to exfoliation of those outer layers that just wouldn't turn loose and shed.
Okay.
Well, when he went to get a patent for that, it was later on he went to get a patent because he had noticed that skin looked younger. And
this is with
patent
lactic
had already
acid.
That was lactic acid.
Yeah.
But when you apply for a patent, you include everything that has a similar structure. So the patent was actually granted for glycolic acid rather than lactic acid for skin rejuvenation from a cosmetic anti-aging standpoint. Well, lactic acid was not approved as covered in that patent. So the obvious thing when you get a patent is go to the lay press or go to the Jenny Dean show and say, look what my new stuff does.
Yeah.
And that became the buzzword for glycolic acid.
Yeah.
Glycolic acid is not produced by the human body. It's only from plant sources. It actually cannot be metabolized in the human body, and when put on the skin is concentrated in the kidney as granules or particles that clog up the filter in the kidney.
Wow.
So that's a significant damaging thing.
Yeah, but lactic acid is, in fact, we've only got about 3 minutes left, so I want to make sure we get to this. Lactic acid is actually the better thing than glycolic acid. Is that what you're saying?
Lactic acid is normally in every cell in the body, and it's the key to normal exfoliation.
Oh.
So it also mediates our tumor protection system, our immune system in the skin. So high concentrations of lactic acid in the skin have protective as well as beneficial, increasing exfoliation and normal skin metabolism, a more youthful metabolism.
Yeah,
of skin.
And you do have it in your Therapon products. I know because I use them. You do have a lactic acid, a fruit acid exfoliant, which I believe in. What about OPC? I understand that OPC is better as an antioxidant than maybe vitamin C or vitamin E, and we have all these vitamin C and vitamin E creams.
OPC stands for oligomeric proanthocyanidins. It's an acronym.
Wow.
There's an ingredient manufactured, patent ingredient, OPC, and the benefit of OPC is that it is the most effective antioxidant free radical scavenger that we know of. The second benefit of OPC is that it recharges or restores vitamin C and vitamin E, which are good antioxidants. But once they've captured a free radical, vitamin C and vitamin E have to go sit in the penalty box. They can't be active as a free radical scavenger until they're restored.
Oh.
OPC also does that. A third benefit of OPC is its size and shape allow it to position itself in a collagen strand that's been damaged, that the body is trying to restore, and holds the ribbons in place so that rapid restoration can occur in damaged collagen.
Wow. I mean, I could just sit with you all day. I guess I'm vain enough that I enjoy learning all these things. Last quick thing, because we only have about 40 seconds left. You do not put parabens in your products. And I understand that parabens have been even linked to things like breast cancer. So you specifically have not put parabens in your products, correct?
Originally, there were some parabens there. I personally don't think parabens are harmful, but if there's any question, I'd rather take them out. So we reformulated all our products a number of years ago to remove all parabens and to remove all glutens. Not all people are sensitive to glutens, but we took them out at the same time. So we have the most biologically normal formulations.
Oh, well, congratulations for that. And everybody knows I am a fan of Therapon and Theraderm Skin Health. So we so appreciate you being on the show and educating us today, Dr. Beckman.
Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of the holiday weekend.
Yeah, you too. Take care. And you can find them online. Theraderm Skin Health is their name. Therapon.com, I believe. And I just love him because he explains to me what's going to help me and what's not going to, and he's got science to back it up.
He can pronounce those words, too.
I know. The acronym OPC. I was so glad to know that. I do not remember what he said, but I was glad to know that. So I hope that was helpful to some moms out there because we're all buying products that are costly. And I'd rather be getting the ones that are going to help me.
The right ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So lactic acid and OPC, some of the keys.
Get those.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.